Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from storyplanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, The Gates of Europe, a creation by Serhii Plokhy. The Gates of Europe, 2015, provides a captivating account of Ukraine's historical significance as a battleground and bridge between East and West, making it key in European history. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Serhii Plokhy is a distinguished authority on the Cold War, nuclear proliferation, and a Harvard professor. He is acclaimed for his book, Chernobyl. With 6 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on storyplanet.net. To start, explore the intricate history of Ukraine. Ukraine has a long history of being conquered and oppressed by various empires. Despite this, the Ukrainian people have maintained their culture and history. Situated at the crossroads of East and West, Ukraine has always been crucial as a gateway to Europe. Its story and independence are significant due to its position and historical intertwining with the continent. Key idea number 1. Ukraine was initially inhabited by nomadic tribes who engaged in trade with neighboring Greek colonies. The text delves into Ukraine's history based on Serhii Plokhy's The Gates of Europe, noting its origins dating back to Herodotus in 500 BCE. It discusses the region's transition as a crossing point between East and West, including Greek perceptions of the barbarians beyond the Black Sea. It outlines the presence of tribes like the Cimmerians and Scythians, highlighting Ukraine as the breadbasket of Europe and the arrival of the Sarmatians. The narrative also touches on Roman involvement, trade routes, and the geographical significance of rivers like the Dnieper and the Don. Key idea number 2. By the 10th century, the region was a flourishing part of Europe. In the 6th century CE, the Slavs settled in the Balkans and Ukraine. They were described as tall and ruddy. The Khazars arrived in the 7th century, establishing an outpost in Kiev. The Vikings, or Rus, took control of Kiev, leading to an alliance with the Byzantine Empire. The Kievan Rus formed in the 10th century, with Prince Volodymyr converting to Christianity. Prince Yaroslav further enhanced the state's culture and status and became known as the Wise. Through them, the Kievan Rus became an influential state in Europe. Key idea number 3. The Cossacks established an independent state amid 2 expanding empires. Yaroslav the Wise of Kievan Rus passed away in 1054, leading to a succession crisis and a chaotic period with multiple rulers. Andrei Bogolyubsky shifted the capital to Vladimir. The Mongols recognized 2 centers of rule in the region after conquering Kyiv, leading to division. The Union of Lubin in 1569 established the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Cossacks emerged, protecting borders and uprising against the nobility. The Grand Revolt of 1648, led by Bohdan Khmelnytsky, resulted in the Cossacks gaining independence and ruling the Hetmanate, ultimately shaping the region known as Ukraine. Key idea number 4. Ukraine faced frequent conflict during the Age of Reason between the Commonwealth and Russia. The text discusses the downfall of the Cossack Hetmanate due to geopolitical pressures between Poland and Russia, as well as opposition to the Cossack democratic system by absolute monarchs like Catherine II of Russia. It goes on to describe the annexation of Crimea by Russia, leading to conflicts with the Ottomans and Austria. The text also outlines the partitions of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, with Russia, Austria, and Prussia dividing the territory. Russia absorbed most of the Kievan Rus, with Catherine II emphasizing the restoration of lost territories on new maps. Key idea number 5. The 20th century witnessed severe devastation in Ukraine. Napoleon's campaign stirred nationalistic feelings in Europe, including among Ukrainians. World War I saw the formation of the Ukrainian People's Republic of Soviets. Post-WWI, conflicts arose between Ukraine and Poland. By 1920, a Polish-Ukrainian alliance defeated the Soviets but resulted in Ukraine being divided further. Stalin's policies caused a devastating famine in the 1930s, leading to millions of deaths. Hitler's expansionist goals led to the killing of millions in Ukraine After World War I, Ukraine was under Soviet communism, enduring devastation and oppression that lasted for decades. Key idea number 6. Post-Soviet Ukraine is working towards EU membership while facing ongoing Russian influence. The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 triggered Ukraine's push for independence from the Soviet Union. By 1991, Ukraine officially became a sovereign nation. However, post-independence, the country faced economic challenges and corruption. They aspired to join Europe and made agreements with the EU and NATO. Political turmoil, corruption, and power struggles hindered Ukraine's EU integration, especially with Russian influence under Putin. Yanukovych's refusal to sign an EU agreement led to the Revolution of Dignity in 2013. Following Yanukovych's fall, Putin annexed Crimea in 2014. Putin expressed ambitions to federalize Ukraine and potentially divide the country. Pro-Russian sentiments exist in parts of Ukraine, but the majority identifies as Ukrainian despite linguistic diversity. Throughout history, Ukraine has demonstrated a strong desire for independence despite external influences. In conclusion, Ukraine is geographically positioned between Asia and Europe, symbolizing the border between East and West. This location has exposed it to diverse nomadic tribes and cultures and frequent warfare due to competing empires. Ukraine has faced division among neighboring powers but has resiliently preserved its culture and independence. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.